Welcome back, everyone, to Loonie Toonie time with Maple Sugar and
Crepe Suzette.
Question for Crepe Suzette today.
Oui?
Do you remember playing Cowboys and Indians?
You can't say that.
Can't say what?
That's not politically correct.
What isn't?
What you just said.
Do you remember playing Cowboys and Indians?
Yeah, you can't say that. That's not politically correct.
And what would you suggest then?
Well, I don't know, maybe livestock management, technicians, and indigenous peoples. That'll work.
Good segue to today's topic. Political
correctness. Political correctness seems to have inserted itself into every facet of our lives today.
And you know, it seems sensible because expressions like mentally challenged, physically disabled, they sound more polite.
They do.
American history lesson. You don't know nothing about Lady Liberty standing there in the harbor with her torch on high, screaming out to all the nations of the world, send me your poor, your deadbeats, you filthy. And all the nations sent them in here. They come swarming in like ants. Your Spanish PRs from the Caribbean there. Your Japs, your Chinamen, your Krauts and your Hebes and your English fans. All of them come in here, and they're all free to live in their own separate sections. Where they feel safe, and they bust your head if you go in there. That's what makes America great, buddy.
And sometimes it's used to modify certain behaviors in society. Here's an example. Look at this picture. Can you spot the difference?
Well, sure. The one on the right is zoomed in.
That's Winston Churchill, and you're close, but no cigar, and that's a clue. Look at his mouth.
You're absolutely right. No cigar.
That's right. That's just part of our PC non-smoking campaign.
Yep. And although political correctness has really peaked in the last few years, this is not a modern phenomenon.
No, we were really surprised because in the early 20th century, the phrase politically correct was associated with the dogmatic application of the Stalinist doctrine. It referred to the Communist Party line, which provided correct positions on many political matters. Mm-hmm. Then, political correctness was really solidified by the Nazi Party.
So, having said that, we are wondering, could there be another agenda?
Things that make you go,
Political correctness was used extensively during the pre-Nazi era in Germany. Christopher Monckton, whose grandfather was Minister of Information there in Germany at that time, has kept all of his grandfather's papers, and he sums up the Nazi approach to political correctness.
So the first thing that they did was to go around saying there was only one acceptable point of view, as you were not allowed to have a point of view other than that of the Nazi Party.
One point of view. Wow.
They were beginning to shout down anyone who disagreed with them, and they would attack individuals rather than arguments.
Sounds like name calling to me.
So then the next stage was they began openly demanding that those who disagreed with them should be arrested, put on trial, and then either imprisoned or executed for disagreeing with the Nazi Party on almost anything.
Wow, that's pretty intense.
So the third and final stage was they took office. And then they began going around arresting people and executing them.
He goes on, Christopher Monckton, to say that he doesn't either. He doesn't like the fact that we've gotten to stages 1 and 2 in most countries, most democratic countries. And one of the interesting things about pre-Nazi Germany was that because of the savage personal attacks which were directed by the Nazis at anyone who disagreed with them, it eventually got to the point that very few people who disagreed with them would dare to say so.
And this comes over and over again in the pre-war papers of what was going on in Nazi Germany.
Well, as we know, Canada is leading the world in political correctness. For example, in Ontario, we have new PC pronouns for all these new genders that they're coming up with.
And so, as a result, one can be arrested for improper use.
Okay, that's not so great. Being arrested for using the wrong pronouns. Okay. Well, you know, we've always been very solution-minded, and we are Canada's polite superheroes. So we've come up with a new top 10 list for the charts. And they are politically correct.
She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, 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 yeah.
She hides like a child, but she's always a woman to me. She can...
We are family. I got all my sisters with me.
She's a lady. Whoa, whoa, whoa. She's a lady. Talking about that little lady.
Rocket Man, burning out his fuse out very long.
The lady in red is dancing with me, cheek to cheek.
He ain't heavy, he's my brother.
Got a black magic woman. Got a black magic woman.
When a man loves a woman, can't keep his mind on nothing else. He changed the world for the good thing he's found.
Well, that's our show for today.
That's our 2 cents for today.
Or our Loonie Toonie, because 2 cents doesn't cut it anymore.
Right.
And in the don't forget to
Like, share.
subscribe, leave your comments please below. And in the meantime,
Keep
your stick on the ice, eh?